Hi there, it's me again. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk about addiction. People have asked me and asked me to do a little talk about addiction, if I could share with them some simple tools or some insight and clarity regarding how to cope, handle their addiction. So I hope this little talk, this little video will help you find some useful tool that could help you regarding this problem. So before I start, first of all, I would like to ask you if you will be willing to put aside for a moment, just for a little while, some of the judgments, conclusions, or misconceptions or decisions you have made regarding addiction, because sometimes our own judgments and conclusions and decisions we made regarding anything could block us from having more awareness or clarity about something that we have having difficulty dealing with. So for just a little while, I would like you to let go of your own judgments regarding addiction. What is addiction? Why do people become addicted? Addiction to different people means different things. Some people will say that to them addiction is a way to cope with the problem they're having. Some people will say it's time for them, or a me time for them to get away from the stresses of everyday life, from family issues or work, jobs, whatever stress that they're going through. Basically, addiction is about cutting off your awareness or not being present, or a way to escape from someone or something or situation or thoughts, feeling and emotion, or whatever else that some people or most people who are suffering from addiction feel they are powerless over, and they can do anything away. It's a way for them to escape from reality. So why do people go to addiction? Addiction is a place that people go to, as I say, not to be present or to escape. The thing with addiction is, I found most people who go to addiction or become addicted to whatever different substance or activities that they chose. Say it's either they're addicted to alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, or sex or pornography, or food, or chocolates, or working long hours in the offices or the businesses, or pleasing people, or whatever activities that make them feel that they cannot do without, and their lives are not complete if they're not able to do it, or they feel that they cannot cope with the stresses of life without it. So it's not. It doesn't really matter whatever the target of your addiction is, or whatever substance or activities you chose to have, that you become addicted to. What's important to realize here is the choices that we made that led us, the part of choices that we made or chosen that led us to the place of no choice, and undoing all those places and giving, empowering people and to reclaim back their power. Then they will again get empowered to choose something else. I'm not saying that getting rid of addiction is quick and easy, but it can be. It's a choice, and it's up to you what path what path you will choose that will suit you and will be much easier for you, and will work for you. So some of the things I'm going to talk about addiction in this particular video might sound a bit weird and strange to you, but bear with me, and if you're interested or willing to try it, see how it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. There's a lot of other modalities and other things that you can try out there that's in the offer that perhaps will work best for you. This is just a little something that I thought you might want to try and see, and if it's helpful, that'll be fine. I'll be most glad to be able to assist you in that regard. So what I found in most people who end up being addicted to whatever, the substance or activities, most of these people are very, some people might call it psychic, but I call them very sensitive and highly, intensely aware and conscious. Most of these people, because of their intense awareness and consciousness and very sensitive, they tend to perceive and feel every thoughts, feeling, and emotions of people around them, even people long distance away from them. In so doing, it becomes so intense for them and so overwhelmed with all these awarenesses and that they're feeling, and this energy and emotions that they're feeling, that they want to run away and escape and cut off this awareness by turning to either taking drugs or drinking lots of alcohol or smoking cigarettes or exercising or eating food or working hard for a long period of time in their jobs or whatever, in a desperate way to escape and cut off their consciousness and be free from what these things that they're perceiving and they're feeling. And so doing, over a long period of time, they ended up being addicted to these substances or activities, whatever it is. So first thing I ask people to be aware of is, most people will say to me when they come and say to me, you know, I feel like I'm powerless over drugs or alcohol or cigarette. I feel like these things have more power than me. But making people realize then that it's not true, that they have, those substances and activities have no power over them, that they, by making them aware that they do have the power to be able to overcome and cope with it and finally be free themselves from this addiction or whatever it is, then they start to be become empowered that, okay, there's something I can do, and I can show them a few simple tools and simple exercises and awarenesses and insight that once they realize that they do have the power, that they can do something about it, then they become inspired and start to have hope that perhaps they can turn things around. But first of all, people must have the willingness to do whatever it takes to be able to get over addiction. If the willingness is not there, if they're not willing to do whatever it takes to get over it, it's not going to work, because it's just nothing will work for them. They won't be successful in whatever they're trying to do if they're not truly willing to try it and do whatever it takes. The willingness has to be there. So anyway, first thing that I make people aware, as I say, most of the people who end up being addicted to or whatever substance activities, first thing I make them aware is they're very, very highly conscious, aware, and sensitive. So because of that ability and talent that they have to be able to pick up every thoughts, feeling, emotions, and what have you that's happening around them, and even to other people, long distances, and whatever else is happening in other places, Because of that, I asked them to use this tool as I asked them, so okay, every time you feel like the urge to smoke or to pick up a drink or do whatever it is that you are craving to do or take, I want you to ask this question. These urges that I have that are making me want to drink or smoke or eat or do whatever, is this feeling, these emotions that I have, is this mine? Someone else's? Something else's? What's causing this? The moment you ask that question, if it dissipates, when it is lighting up and it dissipates, that feeling, that thought, that emotion that you have, start to lighten up and dissipate, it's not yours. Let it go. Let it go. You know then it's not yours, because one of the ladies that I was working with, I was talking to her and she said one day she said to me, sometimes she said to me she's very addicted to food, chocolates and the sweet things and everything else. That's why she has put on the weight. And she said to me, okay, I will try that tool. So she said one day she has this urge to eat chocolate and drink this and eat more and more food, which some people turn to food, because they feel that it's a comfort for them to get rid and get away from the traumatic life or emotional trauma that they're going through. So she asked before she go to the refrigerator or open up the cupboard, is this mine? What's going on? Do I really want to eat or do I really want to drink this? And then she realized that she's picking up everybody else's hunger or wanting to eat the chocolate or drink the alcohol or drink coffee or what have you. And one day she said, I even look at my dog, and my dog was very hungry and looking at me, and it was my dog's hunger that making me feel like I want to eat. I'm picking that up too. My God, I did not realize I could easily perceive and pick up other people's thoughts, feeling, and emotion and their feelings. So now, by doing that, by asking that question, she was able to control her cravings, her addiction over food and chocolate and drinking and that sort of thing. And in so doing, she was able to lose some weight also, which is she was very happy about that. So if you ask that question, this feeling, this emotion, this craving, this urge for me to drink or smoke, is this mine? What's going on? Keep asking questions, and then ask your body. Talk to your body, because your body is very aware and conscious, and it knows what is good for it. If you would trust and listen to your body, you'll be able to be in total connection with it, and you will not have any problem or end up having any problem of any sort, or either even addiction or any other problem or even diseases. So if you ask your body, do you really want to drink this? Body, do you want to eat this? Body, do you want to do this? Do you want to sleep? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to exercise? Do you really want to work 10 hours or 15 hours a day or 20 hours a day? Body, tell me, what do you want to do? Okay, some people will say, oh, I can't hear what my body wants. How can I ask my body? I can't hear it. I'm so black. I'm so disconnected from my body. How can I go about that? How can I get over that? So I'm going to show you a simple, very simple body muscle testing that perhaps you could try, and as you get better at it, and after a long while, you don't even have to do this. And the moment you ask your body, straight away you will hear your body talk to you loud and clear. So okay. For example, okay, it's a bit hard. All right, I will pretend I'm sitting down, but I will ask you to stand up. I want you to stand up and put your feet together And say, for example, you want to drink this juice or coffee or eat a chocolate or drink this alcohol or smoke this cigarette or whatever. Hold that and put it in front of your solar plexus, meaning in front of your belly, around your belly area, around your stomach. Stand up straight, put your 2 feet together and ask, body, would you like me to drink this? Would you like me to eat this? Would you like me to go to perhaps exercise or work or go to work or whatever? Ask that question. Now, after you ask that question, if you start to go forward, sort of slant forward, that means it's a yes. If you go backward, if your body tends to sway backward, that's a no. If your body starts to go sway side by side, perhaps your body is trying to tell you. Perhaps later on, ask me again. So use that simple technique. See what you can get from your body as you learn to talk and listen to your body. Keep asking your body each time you want to do some activity or you want to eat or drink or whatever it is that you have the urge to do. So that's two simple tools that you could use. First, ask your body if you're perceiving any energies or feeling or thoughts or urge to drink or do some activities that you're addicted to. Is this mine, someone else's, or something else? Because it's, as I say, because you're aware, you are picking up other people's thoughts, feelings, emotion, and if you're picking up the thoughts of people they want to drink, so it drives you. You want to drink too, but it's not your urge to drink; it's someone else's. Or sometimes it's because you're so, as I say, you're so aware and perceiving other people's emotions because you want to. It's too intense for you and too overwhelming. So, for example, if you're aware and so conscious, intensely aware, and could feel other people's sufferings and their depression. Some people are unkind or mean or very judgmental, and because it's so painful for you to feel that, it hurts you and you can't stand the pain, so you tend to cut off their awareness. So the way you do, most people who are addicted will turn to alcohol, drugs, or cigarette, or what have you, in order to cut that off. So just by asking, okay, I'm only aware of all those things. I don't have to turn to the substances to cut off my awareness. Just if you cut off your awareness, eventually, little by little, as you cut off your awareness, there won't be much left for you. So in the long run, you lost your ability to be aware and conscious, and you lost your ability to choose. You feel you have no power to choose what is best for you, because if you're not totally present or aware, because in the long run, after so many years, there's only 20 or less percent of you left, because as you cut off bits and pieces of you in order not to be aware, how well can you function in this reality? Not very much, because there's not much of you left. So by not cutting off your awareness, by just realizing you're perceiving and feeling other people's thoughts, feeling, and emotion, and what's going around you, instead of cutting off your awareness, be in total allowance of it, whatever other people are choosing. So you have choice of what to do to respond to the situation, and you know what is best for you. And then you start talking to your body, to ask your body what it wants to do, because your body has the innate ability and power to heal itself. It knows what it wants and needs in any given moment in times. So just ask your body, and your body will be restored back to perfection and health, and you'll be able to handle any problem or any health issues that you may have. Also, when you ask the question that this feeling or urge that I have, is this mine, someone else, something else's? When you ask something else's, sometimes, I know this thing that I'm going to be talking now might sound weird and strange to you, but bear with me. It might give you some clarity, or you find it a bit useful. Try it. If not, just disregard it and ignore it. So anyway, sometimes entities, I talk about it in the other video that I made regarding entities, how to deal with entities and how to clear them if they're starting to block you. Entities, when they are around you or happen to go inside your body, they also can cause people to become heavily addicted to different substances or activities, because some entities, say for example, if they died of addiction or say alcohol addiction, or drug abuse or cigarettes or whatever addiction they died of, and if they happen to be around you or inside your body, they can trigger the same problem, addiction in your body. So the best thing to do is to clear those entities around and inside your body, so therefore you get over the addiction problem. And as in the video that I made about entities and how to clear them, you learn more how to do that, but I will show you a quick way also of how to clear the entities in your body and around you. Sometimes addiction also, if you trace it back, say for example in the family history, if you trace it back in your ancestral lineage, sometimes I found some people, even in my family alone, I got brothers who are alcohol addicted to alcohol addiction. You know, when I trace it back, I found that in my